Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we woke up and the whole prison basically started having alarms sounding, and Risley was telling everyone to evacuate because the primordial sea gate thing that was like keeping it all under wraps underneath the prison. Yeah, it couldn't do that anymore. It was erupting, so the whole place, the prophecy was basically about to come true any second there. And so he told us he was able to hold it back using his cryovision, but him and Clarin can't keep it back forever, so he told us to go to the surface and get Nuvolette and tell him, like, needs to help now. Well, whenever we got to the surface, Nuvolette came running up to us to ask us to help Farina because the knave wanted, which is father, which is also Chino, I think is her name. Anyways, wanted to have a meeting. They were having a meeting, but he can't be there to protect Farina, so he wanted us there in his stead while he goes and tries to stop the Primordial Sea. He was able to stop the Primordial Sea by putting, like, he reversed the waters almost to put a block on it, which was very crazy powerful, crazy awesome. And we were there for the conversation between Farina and the knave, and poor Farina just, yeah, it was brutal. She got really just, like, trampled on the whole conversation. But now we need to go follow the knave out the door because she wants to talk about what happened with Child and, you know, compare notes, I guess, or something. I don't know. We still haven't found him. So that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, remember to like the video if you like it and subscribe if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Is this the exit over here? Yeah, there's not a door behind us. Okay. Where are you? Wow, she's really going to make us walk far. I'm so curious, where the heck is Child? He's literally missing and no one knows where he is. Unless she knows where he is and he came back home already and they're still trying to pretend he's missing so they can keep getting more information out of us. But I don't think so because I think Nuvolette would have realized that he's already, you know, been found. So, I don't know. Still wondering where he is.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
Yeah, I was really hoping she wouldn't talk about him, but oh well. So, what do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
Oh, well, there's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontanians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side...
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the Fortress of Mirapede? Or did you manage to protect those that need to be defended? We'll try that. We'll try the bottom one.
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The clear skies filled with dark clouds, suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette had just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend and what Fremine said, it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
Sure. See you later, Nuvolette.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Okay, so Nuvolette's the Dragon Sovereign. Okay. So he's definitely not the Archon, because see, that's what I originally thought, was that he was, he was the Archon, and that Furina was, like, just posing as the Archon or whatever. But that makes a lot of sense, so maybe she is the Archon, and without her gnosis, she has no power? Maybe? I'm still confused about that. But there's some, I don't know. That is just very interesting. So that explains it. I thought so because every time, he got emotional, the weather would change. So I thought it had something to do with that. And, we heard the story already and everything. So interesting. Very, very interesting.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from it, eh?
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the Opera House and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
I love those three. Okay, so they're done. So it looks like the last people I need to talk to are all on the first floor. So we could just go here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go talk with Risley first, I think would be a good one to start with. And we'll kind of work our way back, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if Clorand's in here, too. Are they down below or up above? No, up. Nope. See? Down below, I think? Yeah, there they are. That was weird. Oh, no, we're not talking with Braisley. We're talking with you two. Okay, hi.
Courier? Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Okay, that was pretty funny. Next up... Who's the next one? Okay, my guess is it wants me to just leave the office, right? Yeah, it wants me to leave the office. Okay, thought so. Okay, next is over here at the cafeteria, I think? Yeah, there she is. Sijween.
Sijween! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervulette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Well, that was really sweet. Okay, and the last one is over here. I bet this is the Bomb Bros guys, right? The ones that we just ran by saying, no, we're just saying get out of here as we ran towards the danger. So they were so nice in us to come and see if we were okay.
You guys are back?
Crystal! Macaroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Now we get to go talk to Riceley. I want to know what's going on with him. I probably should have done the 2 downstairs last, huh? Would have saved me some time, but oh well. It is what it is. It's not like it's that far of a walk. Okay, upstairs we go. There you are.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Okay, so let's return to our dorm. Yeah, it's on this level. But guys, we are actually going to end this episode here, though. How close are we on wishes? And we're still pretty far away. Oh, I can actually buy one, though. I just noticed how much of the star glitter stuff we have. Oop, not one of those. Almost bought the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we're going to end the episode off with a wish. So here we go, guys. Oh, I almost skipped it. It's purple. Come on, Charlotte? Be a Charlotte. Yes, we got Charlotte. Nice. Sweet, what a way to end the episode, huh? I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to open this up. How are we doing on books? Oh, we got plenty of books. I'll take her up 1 level so we get the wish out of it. I'm not... That was almost a waste. There we go. Oh, I can't ascend her without that. Here. The episode will go a little long, but I went the free wish from it, so... Oh, I didn't clear any of this out. What's weird is it wasn't popping up that I need to look into it. Okay, we'll do Charlotte's test. I didn't even do these guys' test run yet either. I thought I did theirs. That was probably my personal account. Oh, we'll do those between. Even if I did both of those, that wouldn't put me at enough for a wish. Okay, we'll do Charlotte's real quick. So we'll end the episode soon, but I want to get her ascended. Yeah. Say cheese. I guess we haven't encountered the bond of light. Seriously, you screwed up my say cheese thing. That was very messed up. How cruel. I don't use Freminate very much. Okay, yep, I got a thing back. Because you're supposed to... Boop. Say cheese. Haha.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Time to act.
Yeah, I made so many wishes for Farina on my personal account. I have like a C4 Charlotte. Which is cool. I really like Charlotte, but it's just kind of funny.
Getting gear.
Please no. Breaking news! Witness the power of Gugwa.
Let the show begin. Smile!
I shouldn't have wasted that on that. Oh well.
Reckoning.
No, you don't. Okay, that's cool looking. That would have been a great picture shot right there, right? Nice. I know, Charlotte, you could do some really good permafreeze stuff with her. I've done that a lot on guys, because I have Nouvelette also, and I ran a Charlotte Nouvelette team. That was pretty fun. Go, claim that. Go to Charlotte. Oh, there she is. Charlotte. Ascend. Thank you very much. We'll claim our reward. Okay, now this is the last wish of the episode. Yeah, so even if I was to do both our character trials, it would only put me up like 100, so... Okay. I don't know where we're at, but let's hope for something. Nope, nothing. Oh well. Actually makes me wonder how close we are. Because the other one, I think we're at like 60 now. We're getting pretty close. Let's see. 5, 10... I can't see that far back. Well, that sucks. I don't know where we're at. I don't think we're that far in. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to go rest in our dormitories and see where the story takes us from there. So, yeah, gotta clear that out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time,
Maybe I'll take
see ya.
one